Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamunatira Banachari Yamunatira Banachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jagannath Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Nittai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nittai Gaura Hari Bol Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं
ॐ
नमस्कृत्य
नमस्कृत्य
नरं
नरं
चैव
चैव
नरोत्तमं
नरोत्तमं
देवीं
देवीं
सरस्वतीं
सरस्वतीं व्यासं
ततो
ततो
जयमुदीरये
जयमुदीरयेत्।
शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्ण पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः हृदयन्तस्तमीय भद्राणि विदोनोति सताम् नष्टप्राये स्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती
भगवती
श्लोके
उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति
भक्तिर्भवति
नैष्टिकी।
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
We are discussing fourth canto, 30th chapter. Today we'll continue from verse number 4. Oh, no. Okay, please repeat. Dasavarsa sahasrante
दशवर्षसहस्रान्ते
Dasavarsa sahasrante
दशवर्षसहस्रान्ते
Purusastu sanatanaha
पुरुषस्तु सनातनः
Purusastu sanatanaha
पुरुषस्तु सनातनः
Tesham Tesham abhirab Tesham Tesamabhirabhut Krichram
तेषामविराभ अविर अविर्भूत् कृच्छ्रम्
Tesamabhirabhut Krichram
तेषामाविर्भूत् कृच्छ्रम्
Santena Samayanrucha
शान्तेन शमयन् ऋच
Shantena Shamayamrucha
शान्तेन शमयन् ऋच दश दशवर्षसहस्रान्ते
Dasavarsha Sahasrante
Purushastu Sanatanaha.
Purusastu Sanatanaha.
Teshamavirbhut Krishram.
Tesham Avirbhut Kricham.
Shantena Shamayan Rucha.
Santena Samayan Rucha.
दशावर्षसहस्रान्ते
Dashavarshya Sahasrante.
पुरुषास्तु सनातनः
Purushastu Sanatanaha.
अविरभूतकृच्छम्
Teshamavirbhut Krishram.
शान्तेन समायन् रुचा
Shantena Shamayan Rucha.
Okay, synonyms. Dasavarsa,
Dashavarshya.
10 years.
10 years.
Sahasrante,
Sahasrante.
at the end of 1,000.
At the end of 1,000.
Purusha,
Purushaha.
the supreme person.
The Supreme Person.
To then.
To then.
Sanatanaha,
Sanatanaha.
eternal.
Eternal.
Tesam,
Tesham.
of the prachetas.
Of the Prachetas.
Abirbhut,
Avirbhut.
appeared.
Appeared.
Krichram,
Itram.
the severe austerity.
The severe austerity.
Santena,
Shantena.
satisfying.
Satisfying.
Shamayan,
Shamayan.
mitigating.
Mitigating.
Rucha,
Rucha.
by his beauty.
By his beauty.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. At the end of 10,000 years of severe austerities performed by the Prachetas, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, to reward their austerities, appeared before them in his very pleasing form. This appealed to the Prachetas and satisfied the labor of their austerities. Purport. Performing 10,000 years of severe austerities does not seem a happy endeavor. Yet, the devotees, the serious students of spiritual life, undergo such austerity to attain the favor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. At that time, when duration of life was very long, people could undergo severe austerities for 10,000 years. It is said that Valmiki, the author of Ramayana, underwent meditational austerities for 60,000 years. The Supreme Personality of Godhead appreciated the austerities undergone by the Prachetas, and he finally appeared before them in a pleasing form. Thus they all became satisfied and forgot the austerities they underwent. In the material world, if one is successful after hard labor, he is very pleased. Similarly, the devotee forgets all his labors and austerities as soon as he contacts the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although Dhruva Maharaj was only a 5-year-old boy, he underwent severe austerity by eating simply dry foliage, drinking only water, and taking no food. In this way, after 6 months, he was able to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. When he saw the Lord, he forgot all his austerity and said, Swamim Krutararthosmi, my dear Lord, I am very pleased. Of course, the austerities were performed in the Satya Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Treta Yuga, but not in this age of Kali. In this Kali Yuga, one can attain the same result simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Because people of this age are fallen, the Lord is kind enough to give them the easiest method. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one can attain the same result. However, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu points out, we are so unfortunate that we are not even attracted to chanting the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirbishesa Sunyavadi Paschatade Satarine. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, everyone. So we had a wonderful 1 week of time completely merged into Krishna Katha by his grace Tukaram Prabhu, and we had wonderful pastime about Krishna killing various demons, and also we got insight how these demons are correlated with different anarthas within our heart. So now we will continue our discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, 30th chapter. The title of the chapter is The Activities of the Prachetas. We discussed that Prachetas underwent to perform severe austerity under the water. So Prachetas were familiar with living in the water because Satadruti was daughter of ocean and who was their mother. They got instruction from King Prachina Barishad, his father, to increase the progeny. That instruction came from Brahma itself. Even Brahma instructed Prachina Barishat to increase the progeny. That's why he begot 100 Prachetas. Okay, they are all their son, and Prachina Barishat instructed King Prachetas to involve in the service. To what is the service? To beget, produce progeny. Prachitas were spiritually inclined from the beginning. They decided to please Supreme Personality of Godhead before taking this service. They were aware that without the sanction of the Lord, a blade of grass cannot move. What to speak about producing progeny? So that's why they decided to go and perform severe austerity to get the mercy from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So while going to western part of the Bharatavarsha, where we know that Arabian Sea is situated, so on the way they met Lord Shiva. And how did Lord Shiva appeared? Just like that? No, it's not just like that. Krishna arranges, a suitable spiritual master if someone is interested in the path of bhakti. So we have seen so many such incidents where we see Krishna send his representative to preach, to assist and show the right path to progress in the bhakti. We've seen that in the Dhruva Maharaj case, when Dhruva Maharaj decided to leave home and go to the forest and perform severe austerity to get the mercy so that he can take revenge on his father. He doesn't have any idea like what he will do, what austerity he will perform. He just heard the instruction from his mother that mother said, if you want to take, or if you want to get the kingdom, then you need to please Supreme Lord. Then Supreme Lord arranged Narada Muni to assist Dhruva Maharaj. So Narad Muni appeared. Then we discussed that Narad Muni instructed him. First he asked him to follow the process of Ashtanga Yoga. Then following that, he also gave a mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. To chant continuously to please Supreme Personality Godhead. So Dhruva took all the instructions seriously and followed exactly what Narad Muni told. He underwent severe austerity. We discussed that he did not eat. He has like first few months, he just ate some leaves, and next month just water, next few months, water also once in a week, then finally last few months of his austerity, he just nothing, he just took air. So looking at that severe austerity, Lord was pleased, and what happened that he was constantly thinking of the Lord. So he kept the Lord in the heart. He captured the Lord in the heart. So capturing the Lord in the heart means what? Lord is this, he's this Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the creator, he is the destroyer, he is everything. To capturing one in the heart means what? His entire universe he kind of captured. So everyone felt suffocated. What's going on? Why we are feeling suffocated? Something is bounding us. Something. All the demigods were scared. Then they all approached. As usual, first they go to the Brahma, right? They don't directly go to Lord, Supreme Lord Vishnu. So then Brahma told, okay, let's go and ask Vishnu. Then Vishnu said that, don't worry. I know the reason, why it's happening. I will resolve this issue. Give me. So he know that what Dhruva Maharaj is doing. Dhruva at the age that 5-6-year-old boy is doing severe austerity. He constantly captured Lord within his heart. So that's why he met with, he descended and met Dhruva Maharaj. And when he met, what was the initial intention of Dhruva Maharaj? Initial intention was to get kingdom more than his great-grandfather and take revenge on his father. That his father humiliated him, like he wanted to sit on his lap because his cousin brother Uttam was getting all the love and affection from his father, whereas he was not getting. It's not like Uttanapad was biased because of Uttanapad had two queens, Suruchi and Suniti, right? So because Uttam's mother was little biased, partial towards his own son. So that's why she was, and also Uttana was very close to Uttama's mother, you know. So like that, and that's why she was influencing Uttanapad. When Dhruva Maharaj wanted to get that love and affection from his father, one day he saw that Uttam was sitting on his lap, father's lap. He also requested him, "Father, can I sit on the other lap?" Immediately, Uttam's mother rejected it. He said that you doesn't deserve. So he said that you have to take birth in my womb, then only you are qualified to sit on his father. You cannot take sit on his father's lap. You do not deserve to get that what you call that love from father. Or either that you should take birth in my womb, or you should get a mercy from the Supreme Lord. So because you didn't take birth in my womb, so you have to wait, maybe in the next life, or how many life, I don't know. If you get a mercy, then you will take birth in my womb, then only you will be eligible to sit on his, Uttanapad's lap. And or the better you go and perform austerity and please Supreme Lord. If he is mercy, then he will, again he said that if he is merciful, then Lord will give mercy, so that you will take birth in my womb, then only. I mean still she is thinking that she is great. So that's what Dhruva Maharaj, Dhruva, the boy become angry and humiliated. He was crying and he reached out to his own mother. Then his mother instructed, okay, go, don't worry, leave everything, go to the forest and perform. So, but when he met with the Lord asked, how can I help you? What can I do? I'm so much pleased with your austerities, sadhana, bhakti. And actually, Dhruva Maharaj followed all the instruction. We know we call it the Navabhida Bhakti, 9 types of devotional service. Actually, he followed everything. He also chanted mantra. He was meditation, austerity, uh, uh, everything he did. So then when through that process, what happened? Dhruva Maharaj was already purified, though he had intention to ask or get the material benefit, but because of the sadhana, because of the purification, he realized the importance. What is the real need of the living entity? These material requirements are temporary, because of those who are filled with anartha, those who are situated in the bodily platform. They always ask for material benefit only. They do not understand the importance of the spiritual. Even they do not understand what is the highest benediction one can get. So Dhruva Maharaj completely realized when Dhruva asked me, Lord, my Lord, I do not need anything. If you are really merciful on me, then what you can do, give me thousands years, millions of years, millions of mouths. This one mouth and 2 years are not enough to hear your glorification, to hear about you. I need a millions of ears, millions of mouths, so that I constantly glorify you and constantly hear about you. That's what I need. So this is what the purification process, So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 4 types of people usually approach me. Artha, Artharthi, Jigyasur, Jnanis. Right? So those who are distressed, they approach to Krishna. They are exhausted with so many miseries. They do not know how to do. They try all their option. First they take shelter of all their power, their energy, their false ego, they can solve themselves. They try to do this thing. Oh, this is the problem. I need to work hard. I will work hard. I'll do this job, that job, this job. Money I can accumulate so that I can get rid of these problems. Blah blah thing. If nothing is working out, then finally they say, oh, now maybe I can go and approach Lord, Supreme Lord, so that I'll get mercy. Those who need up money, they also go, right? So those who are those who need money, they also go and approach. Oh, I need money because I need to do this, I need to do that, I have to construct this thing, that thing, all this thing. I need to buy this. Third is jigyasu. Those who are inquisitive, they do not have a bhakti initially. They do not want to develop pure bhakti, but they want to jigyasu. Oh, what's going on? Let's see what's Krishna, what's Hare Krishna, why people are so crazy about this, Let me try to get into that, So then finally, Gyanis, Gyanis, they want to, increase their jnana balance. They think that they're jnani, they should be aware of everything, Krishna, they understand Krishna, they understand Supreme, but they're not on the platform of bhakti, but they're platform of the jnani yogis, we call. So these are all 4 types of people who approach Krishna. Then Krishna says that what happened, Krishna even allow them to approach them because eventually they become purified. Though their intention is different, they're not at a pure bhakti platform, but they approach Krishna due to some other reason. But when they come in association with Krishna or Krishna's devotee, when they perform that devotional activities, they become purified and eventually they become a pure devotees. So, Artharthi, so this is the need of opulence money. In that category, one example is Dhruva Maharaj. His intention was to get the opulence, right? So that he can take revenge on his father, and he performed a devotional activity. But what happened? He purified completely. By the association of Krishna, by sadhana, bhakti, more importantly, which we think that the mercy of the devotee. So many times we think that we don't need any parampara, we don't need any association, okay, simply performing some kind of austerity sadhana we can do ourselves, but that is not important. If you see any example where they got a mercy and Lord personally met them, or their Lord bestowed so many mercy, it's not because their austerity only. It's because who is their inspiration or who instructed them. That's very important. If you see Dhruva Maharaj case, who is the great devotee of the Lord, Narad Muni is his guru. He instructed them. He instructed Dhruva Maharaj to perform the austerity. Because of that, Lord know, like under whose guidance he is doing this. Similarly, here in this case, we see that Prachetas, they performed also severe austerity. Under whose instruction? Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, instructed them. He gave him the Rudra Gita, where he glorified the Lord. And he also gave a mantra to Prachetas to perform, recite this mantra regularly, And because of that, and see, the Lord also appeared again. So wherever we see such scenario, we have to perform devotional service under the footstep of acharyas, gurus, pure devotees. If you don't do that, then the mercy, the devotional progress, what we get, that usually difficult. That is why it's very important to connect with the parampara. Why we say that? Connect with the bona fide parampara. So we are so fortunate that we are under the parampara where Srila Prabhupada is there. He is our Param Guru. So he's the pure devotee of the Lord. When we, even if you don't perform bhakti, not pure bhakti, but our tag is there. We are coming from Prabhupada, disciplic succession. That's enough. That's enough. When you go to, when the time comes to reach Vaikuntha or spiritual world, we have a tag that, we are coming from Prabhupada lineage, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lineage, 6 Goswami lineage, and more elevated Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur lineage. This parampara is not ordinary parampara. So many elevated devotees are here. And when we have that tag, then if you see that, especially when you see that in a mundane world also, if you see that, people are graduated from IITs, IIMs are very renowned universities, recognized all over the world. If someone say, I am graduate, I am IIT graduates, then what? Eventually they get all that impression, even though the person is not that much talent, but still the tag which they get, that IITians or IIMs, automatically they get everything. Similarly, when we connected with this Brahma Madhava Gauriya Sampradaya, we get that automatic tag. And the tag will take you cross this material science, because it's not a one or two. There are many, many elevated devotees are here in this parampara. So that's why it's very important to take shelter of a bona fide parampara. So here, coming to the prachetas, so prachetas, then what they did, so here conversation happening, Maitreya and Vidura asked, okay, after performing the austerity, and they got a mercy from Lord Shiva, what did they do, and what kind of benefit they received? Rudra, Lord Shiva, is known for giving material benefit. Of course, I know they definitely would have got a spiritual benefit because they performed such a austerity and sadhana. But how about the material benefit? Did they get any material benefit also? So that is the question. So now Maitreya Muni is talking about what did the prachetas do during their sadhana process. So he said that they performed prachetas. They underwent severe austerity in the ocean and satisfied the Vishnu by chanting the Rudra Gita. So Rudra Gita doesn't mean that it's a Gita about Rudra. It's a Rudra Gita means Lord, Lord Shiva glorified the Supreme Personality Godhead. That's called Rudra Gita. And also the instruction, it has a beautiful instruction what they should do. So then they also just repeated that Rudra Gita throughout that austerity period, and they performed this austerity for 10,000 years under the water. And so at the end of 10,000 years of severe austerity performed by the Prachetas, the Supreme Personality Godhead, to reward their austerity, appeared before them in his very pleasing form. So this appealed to the Prachetas and satisfied the labor of their austerity. They got satisfied because they performed 10,000 years, and Lord appeared. If they would have just performed austerities 10,000 years without the instruction of Lord Shiva, then it was not guaranteed that Lord would have appeared, because they followed the footstep of Lord Shiva, who is the greatest Vaishnava, and they followed the right procedure. That is very important. We should not do whatever we like. That's why we say that always go in footstep. We don't need to put something new, don't need to invent anything new. Our acharyas has given the right things, so that's why we simply copy that. That's why we need to do, we need not to think about that, because these processes are very it's processes are approved, and pure, it has full of authenticity, right? That's why we do certain things in certain way, because our acharyas has instructed us to do like that. People may question, hey, why you are doing, why this is doing this way, where you say that. That's why when you come to our sampradaya, we see so many things which people do not follow. Why we chant only Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? Why don't you do this bhajan, this thing, that mantra, this mantra, or sing thousands of other sings? No, we Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is the highest mantra. If you do that, that's what he end of this purport, Prabhupada says, these austerities were performed, these are not required in the Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is the one Yuga Dharma is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. When you chant Hare Krishna mantra, the benefit which we get is covered all the benefit, what we get if you perform some yajna, some meditation or anything else. So that's why we need to follow the footstep of Acharya. So like this, here we see the Prachetas, because they followed the footstep, Lord Shiva, and they got their, the result, the highest result. So the result was Lord appeared in front of them, and they felt satisfied, thinking that they got what the labor they did 10,000 year austerity. Not only austerity, they recited Rudra Gita, followed all the instruction. So finally, Prabhupada say, of course, these austerities were performed in Satya Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Treta Yuga, but not in this age of Kali. In the age of Kali Yuga, one can attain the same result simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Because the people of this age are fallen, the Lord is kind enough to give them the easiest method. So, yes, we cannot do austerity like this, because in the Satya Yuga, the lifespan of a human being was 100,000 years. And the Yuga duration was also 4 times the Kali Yuga. Right? Kali Yuga is 432,000 years, but Kali Yuga, Satya Yuga is 4 times of this. That comes around 1700, 1700 odd years. Yeah. So that's why because they used to live 10,000, 100,000 years. So 10,000 years of austerity is recommended. It's very severe, right? And the Yuga Dharma of Satya Yoga is meditation. They have to sit for 10,000 years like that, and then only they'll get that self-realization, or whatever whatever is required to go back home, back to Godhead. But can we do like that? Forget about 10,000. Our lifespan has reduced to, on average, 80, 90, 100 years. And right out of that, and the Kali Yuga is so degraded, so destruction, right? That forget about 10,000 years. Even we can't sit meditation for few hours also. Those who are able to do that, either they're false representing, or they have some special thing, but it's very difficult in Kali Yuga. But Lord is so merciful, he didn't leave anybody like that. See, Lord never leaves us. We only who decided to separate from Krishna, but Krishna doesn't want anyone to separate. He constantly trying to get all of us back home, back to Godhead. He's putting all his effort. He's trying to send his representative constantly to guide us, to tell us, to educate us that what is our reality. Even though we are forgetful under the influence of more, but Krishna doesn't forget us. Krishna stays here with us. Krishna is helping us. As the Tukaram Prabhu said, the Krishna is one Nityan Leela is going on within our body, that he's constantly fighting with the anarthas and saving us, but still we are not interested, right? So that's the reason in the Kali Yuga we need to take shelter of Krishna. So how finally Prabhupada said, however, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu points out, we are so unfortunate that we are not even attracted to chanting of Maha Mantra. Right? So easily available. And people doubt that. Oh, if something is getting easy, that means they have an understanding that bhakti means it's a difficult process. One cannot get bhakti easily. That's why we have to perform big yajnas, big austerity, big, so many things, karmakandic activities, then only we. But karmakanda activities are not meant for bhakti. Karmakandic activities are meant for getting material benefit only. Can we say that we want to do this yajna, that yajna for something else? People say, oh, why they do the housewarming yajnas, all this? Why? The reason is not for mercy, because they want to be protected from something, this, that, all this thing. That's what the reason is. That if you see all activities, all rituals, take all the ritual and see the why they do, ask. The reason is, oh, we are doing this because of this, we want to get this. That's it. If you want to do the Katyani Brat, all the women do all the whatever. Why? Because they want to duration of the something. They want to live more, all this thing, and need to get a good husband. That's why all the gopis were perform Katyani Brat to get the husband like Krishna, right? So like that, all these karmakandic activities and rituals are performed to get some material benefit, but that's not meant to do, right? We are meant for revive our lost relations of Krishna and perform devotional service and go back to home, Godhead. That's what our human form of life is meant for, right? When few days before we discussed that Govardhan Leela, when all the Brajavasis, Nanda Maharaj and all the people were offering different foodstuff to Indra, because the Indra will give rain to him. But what did Krishna say? No, you need not today. He is doing his duty. Even though if you don't offer, he has to do his duty. Is it that ocean is offering all the food, or is that some place is offering food? No. When it's duty, Indra has to pour water. Even ocean gets water, you get water, Govardhan gets water, everything. So you need not to do that. It's meant for, the system is created in such a way that everything runs, Jiva Jivasya Jivanam, right? Every jiva is meant for food for other jiva. That's what the system is made of. The Lord created the system in such a way that everyone get. Even we never seen that animals are dying out of starvation. They don't get food, that's what dying. No, they get food. Even pig get food. Tiger gets food, because they are meant for in a forest. They get whatever they want to get. They're not doing work. They're not working hard. Its system is that. So, but the human, apart from that, instead of spending whole life, whole energy to get that piece of bread and sense gratification, what we need to do, we need to do our real duty. Real duty is that to get a real duty for the human form, right? That's to perform devotional activities. So that's what we should do instead of performing all karmakandic activity to get the material benefit. When you do the Krishna conscious activity, all even all the material benefit will get automatically. We need not to ask for that. So that is what Krishna here Prabhupada says in this verse also, and we know. So like that, prachetas, they are, because they performed such a great austerity, and they finally satisfied because they got the result immediately, and Lord appeared before them. And he appeared, it said that his pleasing form. Okay, so we'll see that which form he appeared in the next few verses. It talks which form Lord appeared. Then we say that what did Lord instruct them? We all discuss this in upcoming verses. Hare Krishna. Is there any question or comment from anybody?
I was thinking that the 10,000 years in that age, Satyuga, when people lived 100,000 years, is kind of like 10 years of our current life. Forget about 10 years of meditation. We couldn't even do 1 hour of meditation.
Yeah, that's correct. That's what I said, right? It's so much distraction we can't do. And Lord has given concession that simply by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Again, that's even that people are not interested.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, what we can is, that's the thing, and that's why we are so fortunate that we came across this movement under the guidance of our Guru, Prabhupada, Acharyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? We are getting the right information to progress in the path of bhakti.
So look at the compassion of the Lord to make it so easy also for us, right?
Yes.
He has still so much desire to bring us back home by the easiest method. He doesn't give up on us.
Yes.
So I was thinking, Dhruva Maharaj,
Mm.
time that you are explaining that when Dhruva Maharaj was performing severe austerity, and he brought the Lord in his heart,
Mm.
and that caused suffocation.
Mm.
So I was thinking, austerity, someone is performing austerity to reach to God. That's very so nice, a divine activity. But on the other side, we see a side effect, which is not a good side effect, which causes suffocations.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so of course, Dhruva Maharaj never had intent to
Right,
make
right?
Right?
Not like Hiranyakashipu, you're saying, right?
Yeah, his intent is just to, because his mother and of course the Guru, Narada Muni, both gave him a kind of direction that you worship or please Krishna. So he did. And he was also very determined also that, no, I want, because even Narada Muni was trying to test him, and he said, no, why are you doing at this young age? Go home. But he was determined. And then when such a divine activity he was performing, then we say always bhakti su sukham kartum avyayam. It is joyful. It is not there to meant to cause injury or harm to anyone else. Now the question is, I'm just thinking purely from literal meaning, because there may be some Leela perspective, we may say, because Vishnu has to come down. This is the reason, right? That
To get
suffocation.
his attention, I'm thinking, Madhav Kanta Prabhu.
That is what I was thinking. Because for Yashoda, Krishna was always in her heart, 24 hours. What is so different with Dhruva Maharaj? Now the question, if someone take literally, then someone should not do such kind of austerities at all that cause injury to others.
Yes.
That's the literal meaning. But if there is something deeper meaning that we can, this I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, see, the understanding is here that Dhruva Maharaj was not aware that he is doing, he's making suffocation to everybody. He was so determination that he's holding the Lord within his heart. He literally saw the Lord and he's meditating on on Lord. And that made the rest of the world suffocation, because he was breathing. He's keeping the air also inside. He was not, when the last stage of this meditation, what happened? It's mentioned, I know we discussed in Bhagavatam also. So he was just holding the air within. He was not, means, for a longer period of time, he was just holding the air. He was not exhaling. He's just inhaling and keeping his breath within. Like we can't do. We can keep like that maybe few seconds, right? We can't do that. But he was constantly, for I don't know the duration, that's such a long period he was holding that. That created the suffocation, because he's holding the Lord and also not breathing out. So kind of what Bhagavata mentioned, that even he's holding the air, even the Lord's air also, it in something like that. I am exactly forgetting. But what understanding, what learning, I know what you said, it's kind of injury, but it's not happened for everybody. So it's the learning is that, or the message what is given to us is, if you do the sadhana, means Dhruva Maharaj performed such a severe sadhana, meditation and determination, on the supreme, and the bhakti. I mean, not only the meditation he did, but he followed all other things. One may say that, oh, that only he did that meditation, or no, he followed all this. He all the regulative principle he followed. He also got the mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. He was also just sitting and reciting the mantra so concentrately, so determination. So that made the Lord to appear, because everyone got disturbed and what's going on, and something. And Lord said that, okay, don't worry, anyway, I know what is the reason. I'll go and meet and resolve the issue. So the message is that, that if you do such a strong bhakti under the guidance of some elevated soul, the chances that Lord will come, um, you know that's that's what the message. Yes. And literally you say that, that's something. I mean, it had never happened to any. See, every pastime has one speciality, right? It's not that common across all the specialties. Dhruva Maharaj case, we see the speciality. Narada Muni case is another way. What he did, he didn't do any sadhana meditation when he was also at 5 year old. He didn't do any such thing. What he did, he constantly served the great devotees, pure devotees, Bhakti Vedantist, during the Chaturmash time. And he constantly heard the Krishna Katha, what they were talking. And they served them. They used to cook for them, serve them. And not only that, whatever the leftover food, they used to take that. He used to take that. So this is the activity he did. And after that, what happened, when his mother passed away, he went to all the pilgrimage places, and he proceeded to north, and he performed whatever the sadhana bhakti he has to do. So this is the Narad Muni case. Means every pastimes we see some specialty, and Dhruva Maharaj is specialty. That's why he did the austerity such a strongly, that and he got mercy. So so that is what we can understand, the message what we have given. That's what I think.
Okay, Prabhu. No, thank you, Prabhu. I mean, uh, again, my intelligence is not sharpened enough, but uh, my weak intelligence, I was thinking pure literally that it's very nice. Bhakti, Bhakta, Bhagavan, that is all their own personal connection. Then why that introduce injury to someone else? That's but anyway, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
I mean, it's not, as I said, right? They were not dying kind of thing. They were getting some uncomfortable situation. That's what. It's not that they will die, something like that's what insane. It's like if something to you that like sometimes, if sometimes we get little stronger heat, we feel uncomfortable, but the heat won't kill us if it's a sunny outside. So some kind of uncomfortable is getting because such a strong sadhana. Even when Hiranyakasipu was doing that austerity, right? Standing in one leg and everything. Even at that time also, I think it's mentioned in the Bhagavatam, it's that there was some disturbance happened, like exactly I don't remember, but there also it means austerity is such a strong austerity. If you do, yes, some kind of such kind of will these things can happen. Yeah. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Any other question or comments from anybody? All right, thank you everyone. So we can offer our obeisances to all the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarushya vaja patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo Anantakoti Vaishnavya ki jai. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All assembled devotees ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Swaraj Prabhu ki jai.
Ki jai. Hare Krishna.